What's going on, guys? 2015 F150 doing a overview of the Powerstop Extreme Z36 brake kit that I just installed on my truck. This comes with drilled and slotted rotors and new brake pads. Overall, really happy with the quality of the kit. Pretty cheap upgrade for your brakes. I've got about 36,000 miles on my truck now, and I'm in a lot of stop and go traffic, so I notice that when I brake now, steering wheel kind of shakes, and that's a sign of time to replace the brake pads or possibly rotors warping. So overall, the kit, really simple to install. I recommend watching Stage 3 Motorsports install video on YouTube. They provide a step-by-step guide here, instructions, so you can just follow that. Really simple. You got about 4 bolts, 2 smaller ones remove the housing that keeps the pads in, and then the 2 larger ones removes the rest of the caliper. I decided to paint my calipers red, so it took me a little bit longer, but this should take you about 3 hours to complete. Basic tools: you'll need a 21 millimeter 18 millimeter socket, and I believe a 15 millimeter. Make sure you got a short 18 millimeter in the driver's side rear. The shock will be in your way, so you just need a short 18 millimeter. You can't use a deep socket, deep well. This is the only oddball tool that you'll probably need, and what this does is it compresses the piston back when you go to reinstall everything. So this is off of Amazon, like 15 bucks. I think that's the product number there, but you need one of those to just compress the piston to get it back together. Other than that, everything's just kind of unbolt, slip in, and then bolt back up. The only thing I did want to mention is that this is all my old stuff right here, and some of the new retaining clips that I got were, I guess, damaged in shipping or something. They were kind of bent up, so I just bent them. I had to rebend them in shape, but you can just probably use the existing ones. They're the same thing, so if your existing ones are in better shape than the new ones, then just use those. Other than that, I'll show you what they look like. They look awesome. In the next couple days, I'll be throwing on my custom wheels. Got the tires over there ready to go. So this definitely gives it a nice performance look. Again, I painted the calipers red. I will mention that before, when I painted my calipers, I kind of half-assed it and I sprayed over my pads. This silver part right here is the back plate on the pad. Don't paint the pads. What will happen is when you're braking, when you come to a stop, you'll smell them. It heats up the paint and it smells like something's kind of burning. So don't paint your pads. You can paint your calipers. Just thought I'd help you guys out with that, because I always wondered what the hell was burning. I thought it was my downpipe or something, but it ended up just being paint on my pads, so I'm glad I resolved that. Other than that, pretty straightforward install. Really happy with the performance. Like I said, on the rear here, you got this shock that's going to be in your way, so make sure you got an 18 millimeter stubby to do this side. Really good performing brake kit, for pretty cheap. They feel a ton smoother, and they've got some good bite on them. Definitely stop a lot better than factory. So a lot of people were asking about the braking procedure, and this is one thing you need to look out for. After you install them, 40 miles an hour to 10 miles an hour, 5 times in rapid succession, and then 35 to 5 rapid succession without letting them cool, and then let them cool down for 5 minutes after that. So wherever you're at installing these, just make sure you're doing it at the time of day where you can jump on the road and do this without hitting traffic or getting stuck somewhere, because it's pretty important that you break these pads in right, or you can have issues with your pads or your rotors. So make sure you do that, and you should really love this kit. You guys got any questions? Let me know. Thanks.